It's not a sad story, it's a life story. Hello, I'd like to tell you how I came to write Memoir of Mourning, Journey Through Grief and Loss to Renewal. I'm here now 3 years later, after my mother's death, and writing in my journal through my grieving, working my way through my grieving. The writing helped tremendously, and I hope that by sharing my stories with you, it will bring you some comfort too. It certainly brought me to a new place in my life, a new, more hopeful place where the deep sorrow, the immense sense of loss is lightening, and I remember our times together with a great deal of joy. So it all began when I was sitting beside my mother's hospital bed. I began writing in my journal. She was dying. I couldn't accept that. I wasn't ready to see her go. We had shared a great deal in our lives together. She had been sick on a number of occasions. She had breast and bladder cancer. She suffered through mania and depression and bipolar disease. She had had a botched up hip replacement that left her in a wheelchair, and the frailties of old age, growing deaf, losing eyesight, all those stages of her life, of our life, we had shared together. And her death, her dying, that was very, very difficult for me, as it is for each one of us when a loved one passes on. But my writing brought me closer to her as I remembered her life, my life, the memories that we shared. It made me feel as if I had some ongoing contact with her, and that was a real positive to help me get through my grieving. It's not a sad story, it's a life story. It's a story that unfolds, telling of my mother's history, of what we shared, and finally me working my way through my grief. Many conversations with a wonderful empathetic grief counselor that helped me immensely and brought me to here, to writing this book, Memoir of Mourning, Journey Through Grief and Loss to Renewal. I hope that it brings you some comfort, that you can enjoy sharing my stories as well.